SupplySentry is automated inventory management using an RFID-enabled supply cabinet with a web-based interface. SupplySentry allows our customers to know at all times what inventory they have on hand. SupplySentry continuously monitors the contents of the cabinet and reports back to APR when restocking is needed. SupplySentry allows us to consolidate shipments to save the customer shipping costs. The RFID-enabled supply cabinet comes in a number of sizes. The size and number of cabinets a customer might need is determined by the amount of inventory that customer needs to have on hand at any given time. The RFID cabinet is custom built by APR and contains an RFID reader with antennas and a computer that keeps track of the inventory and sends that data to APR. The cabinet requires standard 110-volt power and access to the internet via the customer's network. SupplySentry's web-based interface allows the customer to see at a glance what they currently have in stock. They can see the quantity of each item on hand, the quantity in transit, and the suggested amount needed to replenish their supply. The SupplySentry website also allows the user to set the maximum, the minimum, and the reorder point for each item. Items in the customer's inventory are set up in SupplySentry with a minimum quantity, maximum quantity, and reorder point. All items shipped to the customer are labeled with RFID tags, and all pallets are stretch-wrapped and labeled, designated for the SupplySentry cabinet. Once received, the items are placed in the customer's SupplySentry RFID cabinet. At regular intervals, the cabinet sends out a radio signal that activates the tags, causing each tag to reply with its individual ID. The computer in the cabinet tallies up the quantities of each item and reports those quantities back to a server here at APR, which displays the quantities on the SupplySentry website. When an item is removed from the cabinet, it is marked as expended. When the quantity of any item reaches or goes below its reorder quantity, an alert is sent to APR's customer service department to let them know that replenishment is needed. When any item is replenished, we create an order to top off all items to their maximum quantity so as to minimize shipments. When the order is prepared for shipment, RFID tags are generated and affixed to all items in that shipment. When the customer receives the shipment, they place the items in their RFID cabinet and the whole process begins again. SupplySentry allows APR to monitor inventory at your location at all times. This allows for improved reliability, lower inventory carrying costs, and increased employee efficiency. SupplySentry will see to it that you don't run out of the products you need to keep your presses running. SupplySentry can save you money by consolidating shipping and eliminating the need for rush orders. It will also save time by eliminating the need to count inventory and track usage. SupplySentry allows you to make adjustments to your inventory levels as your needs change. Inventory items and quantities can be adjusted with just a few clicks of a mouse. Here's a look at what we're working on to make SupplySentry even better. For large items that are too big to fit into a cabinet, like cases of photopolymer plates or large rolls of mounting materials, our system can track inventory stored on your existing shelving. And for those items that are too small to hold an RFID tag or ship in cases where we can't tag each individual item, we have integrated scales into the cabinets to track usage of these items by weight. And if security is needed, we can now provide lock storage with fingerprint access. That's SupplySentry, APR's automated inventory management system featuring an RFID-enabled supply cabinet with a web-based view of your inventory to make sure you always have the supplies you need. To find out more about SupplySentry, contact All Printing Resources by calling 1-800-445-4017. You can also find us on the web at www.teamflexo.com.